Illinois is about to gain a new ally in the ongoing battle against an invasive species on the state's waterways. A fish processing plant is about to open in Grafton in southwestern Illinois near the confluence of the Illinois and Mississippi rivers thanks to state and federal assistance. The plant opens a new commercial fishing avenue for the invasive Asian carp that has tormented river enthusiasts and left a path of ecological and economical devastation as it migrated north.
This will help the 200-year-old fishing industry in our river valley. These Asian carp have devastated the Mississippi and Illinois rivers, and they've damaged our fishing industry. So therefore, this is a great opportunity, not only to create jobs and economic development, but to cut into the nuisance that these Asian carp have become.
Asian carp is a term used to describe a variety of fish brought to the country over the years to help control algae in fish farms in the southern United States, particularly in Arkansas and Mississippi. When the Mississippi River flooded in the 1990s and swamped those areas, the fish made a break for it and haven't looked back, taking over sections of the Mississippi River, the Illinois River, and many other tributaries throughout the state. With no natural predators in American waters, the fish have begun to crowd out other species, outcompeting those species for food, along with migrating and multiplying at alarming rates. The fish also leave ecological devastation in their wake with their habit of pulling out aquatic vegetation, leading to muddier waters and shoreline erosion. To make things worse, the fish can grow very large, upward of 100 pounds, and the sound of passing motors sends them into a frenzy in which they often leap several feet out of the water, often crashing into boaters. The federal government has so far spent more than $100 million trying to keep Asian carp out of the Great Lakes, including the use of electric barriers, controlled poisonings, as well as sampling and monitoring of suspected waterways.
So what I thought about is, what can we do to get this invasive species, who has no known predator in the river, out of the river? And I talked to the environmentalists, I talked to people who knew about this fish, and they said, you can't. They eat the plankton, they eat the eggs of the other fish, and they don't bite a hook. The one thing you can do with these fish, though, is you can net them. And you can take them out and find a market.
While Asian carp are considered a dangerous nuisance here, they are considered a food staple in Asia. Unfortunately, many Asian waterways are extremely polluted, reducing demand for Asian-grown carp. Luckily, this leads to increased demand for the U.S. product. American Heartland Fish Products, with help from private investors, the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Development, and federal grant money, hope to begin work on the Grafton plant within the next month. The plant will produce fish meal and fish oil, with long-term plans to produce consumer fish products for markets around the world. The facility joins other plants statewide that are producing and marketing Asian carp. Plants such as Schaefer Fisheries in Thompson and Big River Fish in Pearl have been in the business of producing and selling fish products for years.
I came up with that slogan, if you can't beat them, eat them.
Meanwhile, those along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers often find themselves at the mercy of the Asian carp. Recreational boating, along with water and jet skiing, become especially dangerous when large fish frequently jump out of the river. Getting hit by a 15-pound fish at a high speed is not fun. That's why one weekend a year in the Illinois river town of Bath, the locals gather together to hit back. The Redneck Fishing Tournament, held in early August, now attracts thousands of people from across the country to the river town with a population of 300. Beginning in 2005, the tournament consists of catching as many Asian carp as possible. As the species continues to grow unabated, opportunities continue to grow as well. The people of Illinois are working together to benefit both financially and gastronomically thanks to the efforts of these fine businesses and our creative, hard-working residents.